Morning city, and here to do another live walk stream. Remember that if you're watching this on YouTube, Twitch, subscribe so you don't miss any of the streams. And on Facebook, I think that now we can see your comments, but it's much more appreciated if you guys subscribe to our YouTube or Twitch. Anyway, today I'm gonna take you to the fancy neighborhood again, to Polanco, but to a park. It's called the Lincoln Park, and to a beautiful avenue called the Masaryk. All right. Remember that you can ask any questions, and yeah, hope that you enjoy. This one is going to be a short one. All right. Let's see. So it looks like finally this street, the repairs are finishing. Carry on, buen dia. So glad that you're here. Which is in my neighborhood that I'm staying right now. It's finally the repairings are finishing, which is good because I actually got a few times lost because I didn't knew exactly which other streets to go, because they make this like a whole it's like a circle, kind of a star shape also. It's weird. Anyway, that's how the things are here. Hi Benjamin, I love how green is. Yes, I mean for us it's cold. If you see, most of us are wearing jackets, actually there's like a TV recording right now over there, I think. So nice for you to be here also, Benjamin. And yeah, for us it's chill. We are honestly very blessed compared to other parts of the world. So I hope that I don't get lost. Honestly, I didn't have enough time to plan on the Google Maps my walk today, but I hope that I already dominate better the neighborhood. So hi Lady Karma, so glad that everyone's here, and also anyone who joins. Remember, it's amazing if you can tell me where are you from, if you haven't told me before, just for me to know from where the people is looking from. Today in the morning I woke up super early because I had a interview with a Canadian radio station, CBN I think it's called. They were basically asking, well, I could hear the interview before me. It's here like a morning show. The host was very good doing the interviews, but it seemed that they were trying to make people aware that right now it's not the best time to travel, you know. They were talking with a woman that she's like a top trip advisor, and the questions were pretty direct and a little bit rough, I felt that. And but yeah, basically, why are you traveling right now if you can't travel, no? If it's recommended not to travel. But anyway, after my interview took place, and honestly I think that maybe you guys already have heard my take on this. I consider that if you don't have to travel, like, especially because that's how this thing got spread, right? But we can't control our governments. Mexican government has never closed the borders. which some people says, well, that's why you could came back from Peru, because Mexico didn't close the borders. Which, I mean, it was it's supposed that it was a humanitarian flight, so anyway, maybe it was an exception. But I understand that some people travels because maybe your city is too expensive. You want to go somewhere else that politics are not as bad as in your country. So I can understand that. So I just ask that if you do travel, just follow the restrictions that every place has. Here, I don't know guys if you have seen, but pretty much most of us, we wear a face mask. Hand sanitizer pretty much everywhere. They are checking your temperature pretty much every place that you go, and right now we are in full lockdown, so right now it's like very few things are open, but we can still go out to have a walk, and that's what we do. Well, I'm lucky that today the gimbal is behaving very well. I'm happy for that. Sorry, just got a call. I haven't told you guys, today is my birthday. So I have been getting a lot of texts, some calls in the morning, and so yeah, that's a very different birthday. I'm usually not a kind of person that likes to celebrate birthdays. For me, it's just another normal day. I mean, like, for me, so many times my birthdays I have been working, and I really appreciate it a lot. Oh, doggy, there's a doggy that you can see. Muchas gracias, Carrie Ann. Muchas gracias. Thank you for the congrats. But yeah, for me, a good birthday, it's that we are doing what we like, you know, even if it's like on your own, with friends, with family, with a partner, whoever, no? So yeah, well, I think that over here still the repairs haven't finished. It's your birthday? Yeah, it's my birthday today, Lady Karma. Cynthia, bon anniversary, feliz. Oh, thank you so much, Cynthia. It's also my birthday last month. Oh, no way. We are, well, I don't know. I think that you're also a Capricorn, January. We are like that. In Mexico, a lot of people believe in those things. I don't, but I do know. Okay, so this is the part that I got. So actually we have came here before, over there, but now we are going over here to show you the fancy avenue. Carrie Ann, happy delayed birthday. Yes. All right, let's see. I hope that we can cross. I think that we can. Oh, just on time. We can get trapped here in the middle. Yeah, we are trapped. So this is streets. This is, especially this street, reminds me to. Well, it doesn't remind me, but it recalls me to like these really busy, crowded streets that I have seen in, like, from Vietnam or places like that. If we had more scooters, I think that it would be very similar. It's a great morning to walk. So I didn't tell you guys, but of the 2 hours tour that we did with Indra and me the other day, I was exhausted, like really, really exhausted. And that was kind of weird because I'm used to, well, at least I was used to walk a lot for the tours and talk a lot. Energy was drained. I couldn't do anything else for the rest of the day. Hi Mark, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you. And yeah, I felt completely useless after that 2-hour walk. All right, so now we are entering to this street that I was telling you. This is the fancy street. Let me show you the name. It's called Presidente Mazarik over there. So this is like the fancy street here in Polanco. It's always a problem for the ambulances to pass by. Well, here in Mexico, we always say when we hear an ambulance, it's like we hope everything turns out fine. I mean, because obviously the things are not fine because that's why the ambulance is going. But we hope that the things are fine. Looks like everyone's birthday, man. Oh, no way! We are a bunch of Capricorns here. Nice. Nice. Well, next year, guys, everyone that has a birthday on January, next year, guys, we have to do a massive celebration, all right? At least maybe, I hope that year good, because still this thing was not arriving here. Well, at least here in America, no? America as the continent. All right, so let me show you a few stores. Like that store, I really like it. I have talked with the owners before. It's called Prison Art, and basically it's I don't know how will be the proper word in English. It's prisoners. But yeah, like people that it's on prison that they are taking like these art classes. Basically they join design with the guys in the prisons that they are taking like these handcrafts classes, and they make art, and some part goes to them. Don't remember exactly, it was a while ago. So over there you can see it's one of the towers that we checked before. We have the same birth date. So we are on the same month at least. And well, as I started to walk around here, especially in this area, I noticed that there's a lot of places for like rent. I asked my friend that he lives here that if this is new or this has been for a while, because I thought that it was for COVID, you know, but no, apparently it has been for a while. I mean, I think that it is considered the second expensivest avenue of the country. It's supposed, at least from what I heard when I was living there, it's Playa del Carmen, the 5th Avenue over there, is the most expensivest. So let me show you, this is another one of my favorite places here. This is a brewery. I don't know, you can see it with the sun. Well, it's called Malt Fever. Malt Fever, and it's a brewery, and they have like a speakeasy of beers over there. It's very cool. Very, very cool. So there's a lot of restaurants in this area. Lots and lots. So a few of my favorites are here. Like the other day, a friend of mine invited me to this sushi restaurant that so far it has been one of the best sushis that I have tried. It's called. It was pretty good. There's another one that it's also good. It's called Pubelli. I think it's from California. Not quite sure, but I think that it is from California. And that was also pretty good. But the other one, it's amazing. Like in maybe the past 10 years, we have had in Mexico City a lot of Japanese migrants here, So they have open restaurants, sake bars, sushi bars, but they have amazing quality. What else we can see? There's a few stores also, but I think that it's mainly restaurants, stores, a few really nice apartments. That place over there is very good. Ojo de Agua. This is one of the places that when vegan, vegetarian started to become very trendy, hipster, they I don't know which restaurant, like if it's a group of restaurants, I will imagine that yes, because most of the restaurants here belong to groups. So I guess that it's more effective not to open a restaurant by groups. So yes, it's honestly it's good. It's pricey, but for some things I think that it's worth like to spoil yourself, no? This is another one over to Starbucks. Iragarat. I don't think that it's that old. Over there it says like 1991. But maybe it was before like just a chocolate factory, but now it's like kind of a Starbucks-ish, but chocolate, very good chocolate, so honestly. Just the other day I tried the chocolate with ginger and cardamom. It sounded really good in the menu and in my head, and I couldn't enjoy the chocolate. Yeah, so I will not recommend to get that one. Well, as you can see, something that you can realize that you're in the fancy neighborhood is that the sidewalks are actually not all broken, not all damaged. So you can actually also, like, I don't know, if you're using a wheelchair or something like that with wheels, like even the scooters that are very popular here, much better, no, to use them than in 90% of the streets of Mexico City. There's a lot of restaurants that I haven't tried here. This one is called Artichoke Heart. I've never tried it. I actually work in a restaurant over here. Not now, it doesn't exist. This was like almost 10 years ago. Time passes by super quick. What else we can see? We can see a few offices, buildings. I guess that those are offices. We can see the hipster tacos. So obviously, because tacos taste so good, also the rich neighborhood needs to have something like that. That it's not that good, but I mean, honestly, it's a good approach. It's that chain of taquerias. We cannot see it right now, but I will show it to you. Maybe from Khalifa. And we miss those guys. Look how many dogs are walking. It's an army of dogs. So obviously here a lot of the people has dogs. We love dogs in Mexico. I personally more love cats. Personally more a cat person, I think. Yeah, they have dogs, but they don't want to take them to a walk, or just they don't want to, they don't have time, and they just hire one of the dog walkers. The same with the kids, no? They hire a nanny that it's always taking the babies out. That's the restaurant. That's the sushi restaurant that I was telling you. Ryoshu. It's a very good one. Very, very good. It's not that old. I think it's like 1 year. Yeah, like they opened on a bad time. What I was saying about the kids and the nannies. Oh yeah, so the dog walkers. The dog walkers are very common. A friend of mine in New York, I remember right now that she was having a bit of a trouble in like getting a job, and then she told me about an app in the US. So you just like fill your profile that you are kind of that you have, I don't know, like dog walking knowledge, and then they set you with someone to get a walk for his dog. No, so that was pretty interesting. Here I think it's just like, you have a guy, yeah, give me his phone. No, but I have heard that there are sometimes problems that too many dogs, no, like they have too many dogs, and obviously the dogs, they don't know between each other sometimes, so they remember that was an issue with a friend that he just gave his dog for a walk, and then in the afternoon I called him and he was all mad, and it was because of that, because his dog was hurt. And but the guy didn't say anything, like the guy didn't mention this happened. No, I think that it happened like another dog bite his dog, and then he just wanted to like pretend that nothing happened. So anyway, don't know what thing that finished, but from what I know is that he still hires maybe another guy for that. So I think this avenue, it's not like huge, but it's long. It's a 40 minutes walk if you just walk straight. Look at this building. These balconies are amazing. Well, if Indra was here, she will be telling us some interesting facts about the building, but sadly with me, guys, I just can't show it to you. I just can't tell you, that building is pretty. No? Do you agree? Let's see. I think in 2 more streets we're going to arrive to the one that we have to. I think this is the restaurant that I used to work. Yeah, this used to be the restaurant that I used to work. Now it's completely different. Super different. I remember because there's a gym on the Spanish restaurant. Very good. Like that was the only reason of why I wanted to go to work there, because the guy, the chef, he was very good. I knew how he cooked. I knew him personally. He was kind of a crazy guy. He was a boxer. Before being a chef, he was a boxer. Yeah, when he got mad, I felt that he was going to punch you in the face. Anyway, I learned how to do Spanish croquettes from him. So, remember that for maybe people that it's tuning in or watching this stuff about Mexico, in the comments in YouTube, especially YouTube, because that's where it's easier to see the replay comments. On Twitch it's only live, and Facebook, it's not that nice for these live streams. Look at this weird guy. I don't know what this is. Kind of a modernish art thing. It's interesting. Like a pony. No idea. Alright, let's see. Hope that I don't get lost. I was pretty sure that maybe still 2 streets more. Maybe. I mean, also it's good that I came to walk here because I need to do some shopping. Just a few stuff, not everything, because it's crazy expensive here. I'm glad you don't do Facebook stream, or else I couldn't tune in. Well, actually, it's supposed that this one is multi-stream. That's what I looked. This app that is called Prism Live. It's supposed to do multi-stream, and yes. So my idea to do the multi-stream is that it's easier to be discovered in Facebook than YouTube. So I want to get some people that notice that we are in Facebook doing this, but also to tell them better watch it on YouTube, because it's better for us. Like, I mean, it will be great that we could reach a certain audience and time to monetize this channel, to get a secondary income. Well, not a secondary, maybe more like a third or fourth income that, yeah, we can survive meanwhile this quarantine is still here, no? I heard many YouTubers say that YouTube is not that good anymore, that they rather to do the live streams on Twitch, which is a completely different platform. No, that's more for everything on live stream, and YouTube you can just leave it there. But anyway, honestly, I have fun doing this. I can see that people like this, no? So I like it. I mean, our YouTube is growing little by little, but growing. So, wow, this street is so pretty. Look at this. But you know what, I have to confess that what I really like about Facebook, the lives that I do, is that they put subtitles. I mean, I think that also you can generate the auto captions in YouTube, but in Facebook they look really nice. In YouTube, I don't know, I have felt that they don't look as good. So yes, this was the roundabout, like the small square that I was trying to reach, and here is where I get confused. Oh, that's have you seen Soul, guys? So beautiful. I'm a Pixar fan, honestly. My mom sometimes criticizes me like, you're 25, why are you watching cartoons? And they're like, they're so cute. This is not a movie for kids, you know? Anyway, if you haven't watched it, watch it. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I have a theory. I don't know if you know, but it's supposed that the Pixar movies are all connected between each other. And I think that one is deeply connected to Ratatouille. Maybe it's just because it's my favorite movie. Alright, so here, I think it's on this street. Oh wow, an apartment for rent in this building. Well, just I need to find a place for the next 2 months. And I don't know what's going on with my life. Anyway. So I think that this street is the one that takes us to the park that I want to show you today, guys. Actually, Indrani wanted to take us to that park the other day, but we were surviving on the very few battery that we have, which I think that I can fix it. Yeah, this is the avenue. So this restaurant, it's also pretty good. Quintonil. It's one of the top of the city, of the country actually, and even Latin America. Like I think it's in the top 10, has to be. So let's see. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So here, I think that I just have to keep walking straight. Yeah, pretty sure. Let's see how good am I with this. Now I have this mask that it's the one that attached to your ears, and I don't know if I'm really sensitive. All right, so that it's called Ben and Frank. That is like a glasses store, Mexican brand actually, and it says Tony Delfino, which is actually another brand of, I think it's several street artists that they created that brand called Tony Delfino. Very good, like the clothing, a lot of streetwear. I mean, if I could afford more, I will have more. But honestly, I mean, for the prices that sometimes streetwear is, that one's very affordable. Abor, hello, hi, thank you for being here, thank you for being watching. If you recently joined, remember that you can ask me anything over here of Mexico, and if I know it, I can answer to you. If I don't know it, I can research it, and then after letting you know what is it. But yeah, we do these things 3 times a week, which actually the other day I was thinking about doing a bit more of different, like besides this, especially because well, yesterday I went to get a haircut, and the guys told me, because they are like in a shopping mall and they are allowed to operate, but just like they cannot have more than 2 clients at the time, and the place is, it's quite big, like for a haircut thing, it's quite big because it's also Spanish. Anyway, wow, those balconies. We have one of those balconies. Happy New Year, Albor. I'm sure that I pronounced that wrong, so I'm sorry for that. You should get the mask straps to your head. Yeah, those are the ones that I used to have in another one. I joined you last week. Ah, okay. I'm sorry if I didn't remember. I have a terrible memory. I feel that I learned everything till I was like 22, and then after I had bad retention. I was actually trying to learn a language, because that's one of the things that scares me, guys, to get like like remind problems, something like that. I'm afraid of that, so I tried to learn. But I mean, I have heard that the best is to learn a language, because like that is like a completely new rewiring of your brain. But it's too complicated for me, so I just try to learn new things about like social media, and grow it, know how to grow the channel, how to get more interactions and things like that. But honestly, this thing has been the most complicated. I mean, I really like it because I'm a person, so look at this dog. It's pink. All the pink outfit. Oh, he doesn't want to walk. Which part of Mexico are we walking? We are walking. Well, we were walking on the fanciest street, avenue, which is in Polanco neighborhood, and the avenue is called Mazarik. And now we took a small detour to go to this park that I wanted to show you guys. It's called Lincoln Park. Wow, guys, I'm so happy today. The gimbal hasn't given any trouble, any. That's amazing. I think that I just needed to use it more. So here we are in Polanco neighborhood, near to Park Lincoln. Look at that building. I like a lot that. Indra hates that, but I like how it looks. All right, so this is the park. It's I mean, it's for Mexican standards, it's a small, medium sized. A lot of joggers here, so I hope that I don't get run over by any. I'm planning a trip to Mexico. Great. So, well, if you need any tips, let me know. Let me know in the next few weeks. Tours. But if you just need advice, yeah. I'm actually maybe do a small trip with one friend to the north part of the country. Sharkirio, how are you? To a city called Tamaulipas. Well, Tampico. Just because he kind of lives there, but he has come here to spend the quarantine with his family. But he needs to pick up some stuff because he was renting a place and things like that. Anyway, he told me, "You wanna go?" And I was like, "Yeah, that will be a great material." Thanks, Sir Kirio, for the birthday wishes. Yeah, because we will do a live road trip. But sometimes here in Mexico, the problem phone company you have, it might have better data roaming. Well, not roaming, data service highway, or terrible. So I haven't changed to another one that so far from the things that I research is the one that it's like the, because here there's no unlimited data, sadly. So no one give me unlimited data. At least here in the city it's very good signal. This one is, how much is it? It's 15, yeah, less than $15 a month. It's like 12, but only gives me 20 of fast speed. So this thing that we can see, I think that the internet is a little bit bad right now. But anyway, I don't know if you can hear it. But this weird thing, it's well, how it's called in English? We call it aviario. And there's some exotic one. I don't know exactly what's the purpose of this. But over here it says aviario. Maybe, let's see. Oh no. Aviario, Uma, Abraham Lincoln Park. Don't feed the birds. Don't introduce food, beverage. No pets allowed. No toy. No garbage. Anyway. Yes, it's this Jurassic Park. My. All right. There's a tiny section called Polanquito over here. Tiny section, and then we come back to the park. This tiny part of Polanco, it's known as Polanquito. But basically it's where all the trendy places were there, like the bars, the restaurants. I mean, I'm sure that I'm going to see everything closed, but I just wanted to show you guys and then come back to the park. And then I think that will be it, because today I was planning a short stream, especially compared to the one that we have. So that restaurant, maybe we can see it from here. It's called Jacinta, with a J, Jacinta. Sometimes the people say Jacinta. No, Jacinta. It's very good food. Very, very good food. The chef is cool. I mean, a lot of these restaurants, this might be one of those, are doing a takeaway. Yeah, these guys are working there. So there it says only for takeaway. So yeah, that's how they have to survive. Gelatos here. So yeah, like if you used to come here on pretty much every day on the week, but on a weekend it was all everything vibrant, a lot of life, and well, especially That used to be a very old school store. So over there, Rappies and Uber Eats, they gather, and now they have like these. I don't know why. I think like they do kind of a. I mean, it has to be kind of a lonely if you do that for the whole day and you don't know anyone else, right? So yeah. Anyway, that's another churro place of the ones that I showed you the other day. Let's just walk over here. There's burgers here. That's a tiny hole in the wall. I like it. Kind of a New Yorkish style. I like those places. I mean, guys, I have to confess that I was planning to do a big trip this year to New York and nothing happened. Anyway, hopefully we're going to be all healthy, safe. For next year we can travel. That's what I wish to everyone. Let's see. Yeah, so all this area, it's still Polanquito. All of this area. Let me show you. We have one of those fogo de chao. I think they are very popular, like internationally. Very good meats. And I mean, I didn't knew that. Client told me, like, oh, you have fogo de chao, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what's that. He was telling me, yeah, they're like very good cuts. I think, I don't know, it sounds Portuguese, not sure. Right now I feel that I'm going to get lost. Anyway, let's hope that I don't. I mean, if these live streams go well, I would love to take you to other places of Mexico, like some tiny towns and things like that. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, on the main avenue of Masaryk. Here we are. So Polanquito is still like all of these things. Let me see if I can show you like all the surrounding areas that it is Polanquito. Let's survive crossing the street. Yeah, today the gimbal has behaved very good. Very, very good. So, it's a great bookstore. I think they're Mexican and they do amazing marketing. Amazing marketing. Mr. Sushi here. How good is the sushi there? Handmade cosmetics. So those, I used to do a food tour over here just because some fancy hotels hired me to do tours over here. And they wanted me to create a route that it was just in this neighborhood, which I was like, there's no street food here. But that place is actually very decent. Like the tacos are good. It's a very hipster taco place. Well, not that hipster. It's most just, it looks like a restaurant, but then they serve tacos. It's weird for us, for me at least. So this building, I don't know if you can see it right now very well, guys. Let me show it to you. But a few Airbnbs are there, sometimes for rent. I always wanted to go inside because it looks weird. It has like an hacienda-ish look, especially that entrance. I don't know, guys, if you know what it's hacienda, but basically it's like a... In Mexico, we used to have like these huge kind of a houses, but also factories at the same time, and we call them haciendas. So there was an hacienda for mezcal, an hacienda for what? for textile, for things like that, no? So it looks like that, like an hacienda-ish inspired design. Yes, I know hacienda. Yeah, like those ones. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that something similar exists in other parts of the world, but I don't know if in all Latin America they call them haciendas also. It goes all the way to here, like this area. So smells like smells like sometime someone put a lot of rubbing alcohol, or sometime had a vodka for breakfast. Anyway, this building that you can see, it's a fancy hotel that I was telling you. It's called Las Alcobas. I mean, the design is nice. The restaurant Anatol over there, it's actually very good. And they do amazing cookies. Amazing. I don't know, guys, if you have ever tried like the cookies like from New York. They call Levain cookies. I always have trouble pronouncing that name, Levain cookies. But they taste exactly like that, like cashews. So good. Obsessed with them. I wanted to try to cook them, but I think the main secret is the oven. More than the recipe is the oven. Anyway, so that fancy hotel. I had some famous clients from, and I had like where it was from the Fry, Nickelback. A lot of musicians stay there. I have had a few tours with famous people. It's interesting, especially because, I mean, especially back then, when there was very few tour companies, we were pretty much one of the only options that were like not large groups. So we were kind of lucky that a lot of famous people booked tours with us, journalists and things like that. It has been fun, honestly, to do tours. I never expected that. I really liked it. Anyway, we are still walking over Polanquito, which, I mean, it's not that I only want famous people, right? For me, every person is great. Okay, so over here, this Liman Tour place. It's one of the top 51 bars. I don't know how they call the list right now. Why 51? Why not 50? I think it's 50s. I don't remember. But I like much better the one from Roma neighborhood than this one. Anyway, I don't know what's that disco ball doing there. Karen, how did you get into doing tours? So I was working as like the chef assistant, like a sous chef of a cooking school, and we had a student that I didn't know, but she was American, well, Mexican American, and my chef, who he actually passed away just this year, no, last year. He was very, like, when he knew that the woman was American, he didn't want to share anything with her. Like, he didn't want to share names, process, traditions, recipes. So very old school, very, very old school. So let's go better over this side. So we are back in the park. Anyway, he was very old school. So this lady, she was like, hey, I didn't got what he said about this. So yeah, she told me, I think that Yuri don't want to tell me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean my job is to help the students, right? So yeah. That anyway, this lady was a journalist. She was living and then she started to take her friends to vote about in her blogs, whatever, no? So she started basically her own tour company because of that. And I started working in the same school because I worked there for like 5, 6 years. So I actually wanted to go into cruise ships, but I didn't. So I came back because I went to Cancun for this. I wanted to take like a couple of free time, and then things happened. I work like this is a freelance job, so that's how. It has been fun. Very. I mean, I have met a lot of people that some of them they have become very close friends. Yeah, this is a nice walk in the park. I don't know why. I think again over here the internet connection is not the best one. So I hope. But we are walking again in the Lincoln Park. There should be like a, because it's kind of a tired hours. I already feel it when it's like 1 hour. It says unstable. So I hope that it's not too bad. Anyway, we can see over there. Let's go on this way because I don't want to get all dusty. Let's go on this way. Still says unstable internet connection. Parts. Skate. Over there you see. A lot of kids there. Also, I don't feel like very good going over there to record the kids. Well, I'm not, well, it's not that we are recording, but it stays up in the cloud, no? So I always felt like, yeah, if I was a parent, I will not like that some stranger is recording my kids over here, no? Anyway, well, I think the internet is now better. So, sadly, are closed. I think that one used to be good. I don't remember. Park. Let's see. Let me think. A lot of internet connections, and that's only in the park. I don't know why. Look at this clock. It's over here. It's a very nice park. I think that the secret for the gimbal, so I think that might what I should have. Problem is not the gimbal. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Lots of beautiful area to have a shop. Well, yeah. I think that from here I will do my shopping, guys. Especially because we are having a lot of internet issues. I don't know why. But anyway, I think this will be the end of the live stream over here. Thank you so much for being here. Next week I plan to do a few different things, but I hope that I can do it next week. Stay tuned. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Stay safe. Remember to comment any questions and subscribe, follow. All right. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, everyone. Have a really nice day. Bye bye, guys. Take care.